Check. Check. Golly. I'll take care of it. Check. All right. All right, Shalom Israel. Shalom Yabashim Yashab Rakatham to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shemar Althar Bashim Yahushai to the sisters. We are the Isupk Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command of General Yohana. And we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group.
That's right.
We teach that all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. We are the true biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And Esau, or as you would know him as the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
As you can clearly tell when you watch pretty much anything. All right, so today we're going to be continuing the book of Leviticus. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 30 to the book of Leviticus chapter 21, verse 14. For anybody who is unfamiliar with the Sabbath service, we do, of course, the prayers. Priest and Officer Abad Allah will be reading a total of 49 verses in the Hebrew. We'll start with 7, then go over it in the English and continue. Participation is always encouraged. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, by all means, feel free to put it in the chat. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. You got anything about before we continue?
Well, sir.
All right. So with that being said, Majin, which means to rise or stand, just me and the brother up here.
Lawyer for Allah means to Israel. This means to rise and face the east. We're going over the prayers in the Hebrew and the English. Starting off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Tabah, Ratzaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratzah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayah, Lanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa. Benasai 1, Habal, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rak, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, La'awalamya, Aman. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. The power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Babakashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakat, Arapah, Call Makala, Call Marawa, Hakat, that's a heart. How much is a Brian? Hakat, Laquayam, Hamatim, Hakat, Arakawa, Hatama Allah, the Garshan, Bahashim Yahushai, the water Amad. Now in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayashra Allah, Wahabayah, Safaria, Barak, rock. Bahashemi Hawashai.
Bahashemi Hawashai.
The water a month.
The water a month. What we just said was Lord.
Lord.
In the name of Hawashai.
It's like in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Hawashai.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 and in Hebrew Asha'ah, Ayanya, All, Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izoria, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Samayam, Wa'aratza, Ayathan, Namawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Skamarka, so like Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashun, Sawamar, Yasra'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tadalka, Ayad, Yamyamka, Yawamam, Shamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal, Rai, Shamar, Aknapaska, Yahweh, Shamar, Tadaka, Wawa'aka, Ma'ata, Wa'iwalamya.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help coming from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve.
The Lord shall preserve thee
all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth.
from this time forth.
And
even
forevermore.
forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Damiyalaka.
All the Milaka.
Al Taka Arash.
All the Karash.
Al Tashakwat.
All the Shakwat.
All Kayahana. Ayawabika.
Yebika.
Sorry, Yahama.
Yahma.
Yawan.
One.
Ra'ash.
Ash.
Al Aimaka.
Al-Am.
Ya'ar Wamwa.
Yar Yamwa.
Sorry, Ya'ar Yamwa.
Yar Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sauda.
Waya Aitazawa. Sorry, Wayata.
Waita.
Ya'aitazawa.
Yai Tazawah.
Al Tazapawinika.
Al Tazawunika.
Amarwa.
Marwa.
Akawa.
Wa.
Wanakakidam.
Kaki.
Magawi. Sorry, Magawiya.
Magawiya.
Wala'a.
Bala.
Ezekar.
Yazakar.
Stem Yastra Allah.
Shem Yashab.
Iwada.
Awda.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Dawa Aitazawa.
Wa Tazawah.
Naba.
Naba.
Yakadwa.
Yikar.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakawafwa.
Rafa.
Sorry, Ahalya.
Aholia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Waya Shamai.
Shemai.
Allah.
Allah.
Yum.
Yum.
Bawaba.
Wabu.
Wahagarya.
Bulgaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'ima1.
One.
Wa'ima
Lot.
Kalasha.
Abshak.
I'm Yashabia.
Abshak.
Tazawar.
War.
Gamashawar.
Gamashu.
Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawai. Labunya. Lawat. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Kamadyan. Kasaya. Sara'at. Kayabyan. Banakal. Koyashwan. Nashapawat. Bayan. Dahara. Ayawa. Daman. Naadama. Shaytama. Nada. Yamawat. Kaira. Because of Bach. Because of Zolmanai. Call Nasi Yakamwa. Astar. Amarwa. Nayarasha. Danawa. Da'awa. Alahayim. Alahaya. Shaytama. Kagagala. Kakwas. Lapunya. Rawaka'a. Ka'as. Tabaira. Ya'ira. Wakala'aba. Talahat. Harayam. Kun. Daradapma. Batha'irakas. Babasa. Wapaka. Tabahalam. Bala'a. Punyaham. Kulawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shimka. Yahawa. Yabaswa. Wayabahawa. Idi. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayadaiwa. Kaya. Adam. Shimka. Yahawa. The vodka. Aluwan. Alcohol. Ha'aratazah.
Keep not, Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo.
Thine
Thine
enemies.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the
Have
head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
Against thy enemies.
They have said,
They have said,
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them
And
off.
let us cut them off
Being a nation.
from being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
No more remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They are confederate against thee. tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
Moab,
of Moab,
Hagarenes,
and Hagarenes,
Baal,
Gabal,
and
and Ammon,
Amalek,
and Amalek,
Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Saul also was drawn with them.
Saul also was joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot,
They have opened the children of Lot,
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as to the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kison,
the brook of Kison,
which perished that endured.
which perished that endured.
They became as dung for
They
the earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Made their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
like Zaid,
and like Zaid.
yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Sabbath,
as the Ba,
as the
and as the Almunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the house of God,
the house of God
possession.
in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a will,
make them like a wheel,
as stubble before the
as
wind,
a stubble before the wind,
as a fire burneth the
as
wood,
a fire burneth the wood,
as the flame set the mountains on
as a
fire.
flame set the mountains on fire.
So
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them
and
afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm,
with thy storm.
fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
that
name.
they may seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded
in trouble,
and troubled forever.
yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let
shame,
them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high,
art the most high
of all earth.
over all the earth. Is the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barak thy
Wa
Yahweh,
Yahweh Shai,
Shai,
Wa Mayaka'ala,
Wama Yaka'ala,
Wa Alahayim,
Wa Alahayim,
Batazab Ya'ah,
Zabi
Alawap Yahana,
Alawak Yahana,
Ha Alawapia,
Alawapim,
Hastaranyam,
Hasabanyim,
Hakwatazayonya,
Hapazayoyim,
Hakahayoyam,
Hapiyayoyim,
Wa Akwatiyan,
Wa Akwat,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashim Yahushai,
Hashem Yahushai,
the water Amma.
the water of mine. Blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
and Yahushai,
and Yahushai,
and Mike,
and Mike,
and the angel,
and the angel,
commanding general Yahweh,
commanding General Yahana,
the general,
the generals,
the captain,
the captains,
the officer,
the officers, the troopers,
and the sisters,
and the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of
in the
Yahushai.
name of Yahushai,
Thank you.
thank you,
So be it.
so be it.
Start, basement. You may be seated. All right, for anybody who's just now tuning in, we're going to be going over the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 30, to the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 14. Priest and Officer Abadi Allah will be reading in the Hebrew, 7 verses in the Hebrew, and 7 verses in English, for a total of 49 verses. And again, participation is greatly encouraged. If you got any questions, by all means, feel free to ask in chat. So 30 to 46. Cool.
Come, the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 30 in the Hebrew. Ath Shaba Thataya Tasha Ma Dawa Wama Kwa Dashaya. Like Wama Kwadashya Taya Da Awa. So like Anya Yahweh, verse 31. All Saga, so like Tapa, so like Tapa Nawa, all Hak, so like Ha'aba, so like Wa'ala, Hawa, so like Haya, Da'ai, Na Yama, all Taba Kwa Shawa, Latama'a, Ba'a, so like Ba'ama, Anya Yahweh, Allah Hayakam, verse 32, Mapunya, so like Mapunya, Shayaba, Thakwa Wam, so like Thakwa Wam, Waha Da Ratha, Panya, Zakwana, Waya, Wa'a, Ma'ala Haya, so like Hayawa, Anya Yahweh, verse 33, Wakaya Yaga Wada, sorry, Waga Yara, sorry, Athwa, Gara, Ba'arataza, Come, La'a, Thawa, Nawa, Athwa, verse 34, Kazarak, sorry, Kazarak, Makama, Yahaya, Lakam, sorry, Lakam, Hagara, Athakam, Wa'atha, Wa'aha Batha Lawa Kama Wa Ra Kaya Gara Ya. It's like a Gara Yum. It's like a Ha Yaya Thumb Ba'a Rataza Ma Mataza, right? It's like a Mataza Rayam Al Ya Yahweh Alahayakam, verse 35, La'a Thaya. It's like a Ta'a Shawa Ya'ila Bama Sha Pata Bashama. It's like a Bama Shapat Bama Da'a Ba'a. It's like a Bama Shapa. Sorry, Bama Sha Kwala Wa Wabama Sha Wa Ra. Verse 36, last verse. Ma'a Zanya Taza Dakwa. It's like a Taza Dak. Like Abanaya Taza. It's like a Bunya Taza Dak. Aya. It's like Ayapa Taza Dak. Wahayan Taza Dak. Yahaya Lakam. Anya Yahweh Alahayakam. Ashar Hawa Taza Athaya Athakam Ma'ad Rataza Mataza. It's like a Mataza Ryan.
All right, sorry. So we'll begin in the English, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 30.
Come on. The book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 30. You shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God.
If I could, real quick, we'll stop right there. Okay, so those who've been in school long enough, we use this word a lot, demons, right?
Right.
You know, the word demon, you don't see the word demon in the Bible.
Right.
Like, I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that. The demons that we're talking about are this right here, where it says, regard not them that have familiar spirits. When we, for sake of time, I'll just explain it. When we say familiar spirits, when you come into this school, you're supposed to renew yourself, right? Get rid of your old self. You're not supposed to be who you once were, because who you once were was whoever Satan liked, right? You come here, you're different. When it says regard not them that have familiar spirits, meaning you used to be a crack addict, you come in here, you're off crack now.
Right.
All right. You're sober. You're doing so well. Don't hang around crackheads.
Right.
It's like I know that sounds kind of like a little wild, but like no, like seriously though, like don't do that, because that's going to invoke something in you.
Right.
The thing is, when you come into the truth, those demons, or I guess in this context, those spirits that you had, they don't 100% go away. It's just now you in here and you serve the Most High, so now you have the tools to fight those demons. You don't want to invoke those demons to come back. You might have been a promiscuous woman before you came in here. You got in here, you done changed your life. You got a husband now, you got kids. You done changed your life, sis. Respectfully, you knew you was a whore out there. Don't hang around with whores.
Right.
Because first of all, why you wouldn't hang out with them? Second of all, they want you to be like how you were. It's familiar. You remember you were an alcoholic before you got in here. Now you're sober. Don't hang around alcoholics. Whatever sin it was, right? You don't want to put yourself in an environment or surround yourself with people who are going to tempt you,
right,
to go back to what you were. Also, if you're hanging around these people, that says a lot about you. Because think of it like this: demons like to dwell amongst each other, right? Whores like to hang around other whores. I'm saying pedophiles like to hang around other pedophiles. Right. Abusers usually hang out with other abusers. Why? Because it's familiar. It's similar. It's a similar spirit, right? You hang out with brothers in here, we should all have a similar spirit. You can have different personalities. We can talk about that. But we all serve the Most High. So you would, I would hope, want to hang out with other people who serve the Most High. Right. You don't want to be a priest and you hanging out with prostitutes. That's kind of crazy. Why are you doing that? Salaki, you got anything else?
Come on, if I may, it's not saying you can't hang out with sinners, but it's your spirit strong enough to go around those people that used to, help you harbor that demon or help you feed that addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, like if you was a smoker back in the world, why would you go and hang out with smokers now? Not only does it say something about you, you know what I'm saying, but it shows that you go around them and you may not be strong enough to fight that demon. They might be passing the blunt around and somebody passed it from my face over. So like, smoke with Izom, and I get that smoke, and it's like that shark off Nemo. You activated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bruce, you activated. You know what I'm saying? Now you harboring that demon. It's not saying you can't hang out with sinners, you know what I'm saying, or people that don't, do what we do, but are you strong enough to hang out with them? Are you strong enough to go around them and to not, partake in what you used to partake in? You know what I'm saying? Like Christ, he hung around, he sat with sinners, you know what I'm saying? And the people was asking, like, you supposed to be the king of the Jews, you're supposed to be perfect. Like, how you hanging around with sinners, bro? You tripping. And Christ says, why would the healthy people need a physician? Paraphrasing, like, why would the healthy people need a physician? I'm not gonna go and prophesy to Isupk about something in the Bible. He here. You know what I'm saying? He doing what he gotta do. We finna go prophesy to those dry bones on the streets. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with sitting around with sinners, because your spirit, you know what I'm saying, the things that you do, you said, nah, I can't, I'm not gonna hit that blunt. What you on, bro? I'm Hebrew Israelite, bro. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit did my, start to, rub off on them. And then a couple months later, a year later, they're sitting in one of these chairs watching you teach a class. You know what I'm saying? Because you were strong enough to go around those people and not partake in that. It's not saying you can't hang around with sinners, but are you strong enough to hang around with sinners and not be one of them? Right. It's so hard to hang around people and not do what they do. That's why I started smoking anyway. You wasn't smoking from the womb. Either your mama did it, your daddy did it, or you went to school and people was doing it, or you started hanging out at the park and people was doing it. And now you 14, hitting the blunt. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, vice versa. You come around here, you know what I'm saying? You come around here, you got dreads. Now you thinking every class is about dreads, telling you how dirty it is. You know what I'm saying? How you see everybody in here don't got dreads. Now your spirit is so provoked that you go cut your dreads. Right. You cut your dreads off, or you change your life with any habit, you know what I'm saying, that cannot survive in this school. It's not necessarily you can't do this, but are you strong enough to hang around them and not partake? So like,
no. You made an excellent point. The one that I wanted to, I guess, like I said, piggyback off of when you said, like you could, okay, yeah, like you hanging around brothers and sisters in the world, right? They're not in school. Like, let's keep it real. They're not in the school. They sitting. Are you not allowed to be around? No, that's not what we're saying. And I'm glad that you brought that up, because I'm paraphrasing, but in the Bible it says, the Lord's not going to suffer you anything that you can't handle. Right. So when you hanging around, like you said, like brothers or whatever, like, okay, I'll just use myself as an example. I still have some friends that, like, I was in the military with, like, we still cool to this day. They know what I'm about, though. They know, like, hey, he don't do that. Like, don't wish him happy birthday. Like, he don't do that. Or like, like, don't try to give him no pork or nothing. Like, they respect that, though, right? Right. And it's tolerable, right? Are they in the world? Yeah, but they respect what I'm about. What I'm not gonna do is hang out with people who are not gonna respect that and try to entice me. Right. Because those again, familiar spirits, right? The people you knew back then, they knew the old you. They knew a version of you. So they remember when y'all was smoking, y'all was out here being a whoremonger, going to parties, getting drunk, doing crazy stuff, right? They remember that. So even though you changed, you a priest now, or you a sister in the truth, like you changed your life, they remember that. They might want you to be like that. They might not even realize that they're doing it. It's just in their spirit. Right. You don't want to surround yourself, I would say, with people like that, because again, recognize who you are. Are you strong enough to deal with that? Right. If so, hey, most high Christ, you're not in the wrong. But if you hang around too many people that be smoking, you smell that blunt, it's just like, one more. Once that thought pop up in your mind, you better leave. You shouldn't be there. Shaitan. Yeah, like don't do that, man. Don't do that. And emphasis as well. So like, I won't be too long-winded, so we can continue.
Come on. Verse 31, or so like verse 33. Also like verse 32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, and honor the face of the old man, and fear thy God. I am the Lord. Verse 33. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him. Verse 34. But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and thou shalt love him as thyself. For you are strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God.
Okay, real quick. The strangers that they're talking about, they are not talking about heathens. Okay, the stranger, this is where a lot of Christians get messed up. They think, oh yeah, everybody can come up in here. It says right here, the stranger sojourn with you in your land, meaning, if a white man, let's just say we had our own land, right? The white man come over here, it's like, oh yeah, we can welcome him with open arms. It's like, no, the stranger is your brother. But maybe that brother, you don't know him.
Right.
That brother might not even know you're Israelite. You know, he might just, hey, what's going on, man? Like you treat him as one of your own.
Right.
That's all. You know, that's all that means. So
Come on, verse 35. You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, in meat yard, in weight, or in measure. Just balances, so like it just balances, just waist, and just ephah, and a just hand shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore, so like it. That's it.
yes. So 37. So you do 37 to 26. So yeah. Okay. 37 to 26.
Come on, Kyle. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 37 in the Hebrew. Washa ya, it's like Washa ma Ratham ath call Hakwa, it's like a ka kwa ya wa it's like a wa'ath call Masha pot, it's like a Masha patya ya, it's like a wa'ai sha thumb, it's like a wa'ai sha ya thumb, a thumb. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya, it's like Waya the bar, Yahweh all Masha, La Amar, verse 2. Wa'a, it's like a Wa'ala, it's like a Wa'al, Banya, Yashra Allah, Ta, it's like a Ta'amar, Ayash, Maba, it's like a Maba, it's like a Mabanya, Wa, Yashra Allah, Wama Na, Kaha, it's like Hagar, Bayashra Allah, Ashar, Yathan, Yathana, Maza Ra'ayawa, Lama La Wa, Mara, sorry, Mawath, Yawamath, Aima, Rataza, Yaraga, Mahawa, Ba'abad, it's like Ba'aban, verse 3, Wa'anya, Athan, Ath, Panya, Ba'ayash, Wa'a, it's like Wahaka, Rathya, Athwa, sorry, Makorab, Wa, Kaya, Mawa, sorry, Mazda, Ra, Iwa, Nathana, Lama, Lara, Lama, Aina, Sama'a, Makwadashya, Wala Ka La, Shama, it's like a Sham, Kwadashya, verse 4, Wa'ama, Ha'ilam, La Ya Mawa, Ima, Ha'aratza, yes, like Aya Na Ya Hum, Ma it's like Ha'ayash, Haha Wa'a, Batha Thawa, Maza Ra Iwa, Lama La Ra, Laba La Thya, Hama Yata, Athawa, verse 5, Washamathaya, Anya, Kanya, so like a Panya, Ba'ayash, Haha Wa'a, Haba Masha Ka Wa, Wata Ka Rathya, Wakarathya, Athwa, Wa'ath Call, Hana Haza Nayam, Aka Raya Wa, Laza Na Watha, Akaraya, Hamalara, Ma Kwa Makorab, Mama, verse 6, last verse. Wahana Pash, Ashar, Thapana, all Ha'abath, Wa'ala, Haya, the I Nayam, Laza, Na Watha, Akara, Ya Hama, Wanata, Taya, Panya, Bana Pash, Haha Wahaka Rathaya, Athwa, Makoraba, Imawa.
So we'll start Leviticus chapter 19, verse 37.
Come on. The book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 37. Therefore shall ye observe all my statutes and all my judgments, and do that I am the Lord. The book of Leviticus chapter 20, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, again, thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that give any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones.
Okay, real quick. Question. Does anybody know who Molech is? It could be a yes or a no. You know, if you do know, you could put who this is.
Right.
I don't want to give it away just yet. Who is Molech in the Bible? So we got a decent amount of people in here. And again, if you don't know, like you could put no. Like if you don't know, it's fine. Who is Molech in the Bible? Nobody knows? Maybe a couple more seconds and ask one more time. Who is Molech in the Bible? If you don't know, you put. You don't know, like, you don't know. That's fine. But I need somebody to say something. A false god. Most High in Christ. I'll take it. Okay, so Molech was, yes, a false god, I believe, of the Phoenicians and the Canaanites. And where it says right here, whosoever he be of the children of Israel or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. Okay, so quick little history real quick. Sadly, at this time, Molech was a false god that heathens and sadly some Israelites sacrificed their children to. It was actually a common practice with some Israelite kings. If I could go to Leviticus 18 and 21.
Come on. The book of Leviticus chapter 18, verse 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord.
Okay, where it says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech. They were sacrificing their children.
Right.
That's what was going on. Exactly. Okay. So again, worshiping a false god and sacrificing your kid is kind of crazy.
Right.
It's kind of crazy. All right. So that's what this is talking about. So the Lord obviously is pretty much saying you will, first of all, not sacrifice your children. It's crazy. But you will not make sacrifices onto false gods.
Right.
This is what this is talking about real quick. Okay. You got anything before we continue?
Come on, if I may. And one thing right here in verse 2 that I want to point out, it says, he shall surely be put to death. Now that right there is the judgment of the law. If any stranger or any Israelite committed the transgression of the law, which is sin, they shall be put to death. Now, another point to prove that the word stranger does not mean heathen nation is that the heathens aren't bound by the law.
Exactly.
They can be punished they can't be judged for what they do. You know what I'm saying? This says nothing about the Phoenicians or the Canaanites sacrificing unto Molech. This says the Israelites. And this right here just proves that the word stranger, you know what I'm saying, the word stranger that sojourneth among you, or that phrase, does not mean a heathen nation, because the heathens are under the law. You know, in Psalms it says, I have shown my statutes and my judgments unto Jacob. Right. Jacob meaning Israel, you know what I'm saying? Only meaning that only the Israelites are bound by the law.
That's why all these other heathen nations can go around and do what they want to do. That's why them Asians can go around and eat everything in the ocean. And as soon as they discover something new in the ocean, guess what? It's going to be on some Asian stovetop. You know what I'm saying? They can go around and do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They can eat what they want to eat. They can celebrate the days that they want to do. For us, the children of Israel, that's what makes us special. We're chosen. We're separated from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Every time you get in trouble at school, you'd be like, well, such and such was doing it too. And famously, my mother would say, well, I'm not such and such mother. I can't whoop such and such.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the Lord isn't everybody's father like he is our father. He can't punish everybody how he can punish us. He can, but he chooses to judge us for what we do. Everybody else is going to get their judgment when Christ comes back. But as far as the laws and keeping the laws and the judgments for him, that's strictly for us. And that's what makes us special. That's what makes us the children of Israel. So like,
no, Most High in Christ. That's an excellent explanation. So let's see. Sister said, what would sacrificing a child to Molech be in today's time? Okay, so that's a great question. I'll give it to you like this. Allowing for your child to participate in any pagan activities would be the equivalent of sacrificing them to Molech.
right.
You might not be physically like, ain't burning their body or nothing like that, but you are allowing for them to practice cultures and traditions that have nothing to do with us, which will stray them away from the Most High.
Right.
Something as simple as a birthday. We talk about that a lot, right? People in the world, they can't fathom this because it's like it's a birthday. Like you're celebrating the birth of the child. Like it sounds so innocent, right? Well, no, because on that day, and this is for anybody, it's all about that person, right?
Right.
You are now appointing yourself up here. The history behind a birthday is worshiping yourself as a god. That's where that comes from. Also, you see birthday in the Bible. That's Egyptians were doing that. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Again, a custom that has nothing to do with us. When you allow them to sin, when you allow them to celebrate Christmas, God forbid, Halloween, Thanksgiving, any of these things, or I guess you could also say a more extreme one. What's it called? It was that special on HBO Max. It was like talking about like the Nickelodeon stars that were
Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider. So you hear some of the stories, right? For anybody who hasn't watched it, just real quick. A lot of them, like their parents, they knew like some of the weird stuff that was going on behind the scenes, but their parents were just kind of like, oh, like, you know, I want my child to be famous because they want to reap the benefits.
Right. Come on.
Pretty much. So that, in a sense, is sacrificing your child. You're sacrificing your child's innocence so that you could be good.
Right.
I want to say it was a white woman. Jeanette McCurdy. She played on like iCarly.
Oh, Sam McCall, the blonde chick.
The water. Yeah, she talked about that a lot. I want to say it was somebody else. I just can't think of the name, Salakia. But long story short, she a white woman, but I'll use her as an example. She hates her mom. She hates her mom because her mother knew what was going on. At the time she was a little girl, she was getting touched.
Right.
She was getting touched, and God knows what else was happening. And her mother knew, and she didn't care because she wanted that money. That would kind of be something similar to that.
Right.
All right. So I hope that explains everything. Okay, 3.
Come on, Carl. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 3. And I will set my face against a man that will cut him off from will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given his seed unto Molech to defile my sanctuary, to profane my holy name. Verse 4. And if the people of the land do anyways hide their eyes from the man when he giveth of his seed unto Molech, and kill him not, then will I set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off and all that go whoring after him to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people.
Where'd you have 6?
Oh, yeah, come on, verse 6. Verse 6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards, and to go whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from among his people.
Okay, so this is important right here, right? So the Lord is saying right here, right? Obviously, he's going to cut off the man who is obviously, let's say, sacrificing his children, or I'm trying to think of like phrase it, but pretty much, okay, condemning his seed to paganism.
Right.
Well, we'll say that. Let's use it in today's terms, right? The Lord is going to cut him off. What the Lord is also saying in verse 4, and if the people of the land do anyways hide their eyes from the man, meaning if you know what this person is doing, you know they sinning, you know they're condemning their family to sin, and you turn your eyes and you do nothing, the Lord is still going to punish them. Don't get it twisted. But then the Lord might come after you.
Right.
Because you allowed for that sin. And I want to bring that out because sadly, I hear about this all the time. We have adopted this culture in like don't be a snitch, pretty much. Like don't be a snitch. And in some ways, it's like, you don't rat out your brother. You protect your brother, you protect your sister. It's like, okay, that's honorable. But what happens when your neighbor is just like beating the hell out of his wife to the point that she's about to die? And you hear the screaming, you hear the tussling, and you know, like, oh, no, something. This is where things get tricky. Because, of course, we live in today's society where it's like, well, it's none of my business.
Oh, we're going to talk to them, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
nah, that's actually unbrotherly. That's unsisterly. You gonna let that sister die.
Right.
And guess what? You're just as guilty because you did nothing. You could have saved her. But you said, it's not my problem. Or Slovakia, I keep hearing stories about it be little girls and it'd be like the stepfather or something. And like, it's like the whole hood knows that he's touching her. Nobody says anything.
Nobody.
They just let it happen. Like, oh, it's not my problem. And then you find out a couple years later that little girl body ended up in the woods. And it's like, oh, what happened? I don't understand. You knew what was happening.
Come on.
You knew what was happening and you did nothing. You were a bystander.
Right.
I get it. You want to protect yourself. You don't want to do anything. You want to protect yourself. I ain't saying don't protect yourself, but like, damn, like, what if it was you? What if it was your daughter, your son, your mother, your father? You would want somebody to help them, right? Imagine if somebody else had that same mentality. Shit, it ain't my problem. They died. That's what this is talking about right here. You are supposed to say something. Speak up. I ain't saying go in there guns blazing, but like do something. If you gotta call somebody, do something, but don't let that person be condemned to sin or die because you just didn't want to get involved. I know that's hard for some of us to hear because that's like deeply ingrained in us to mind our business.
Right.
Lord won't judge you. Slovakia, that's all I got. You got anything for me?
Come on, if I may. It's like verse 5 where it says to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people. Now, this is not saying physically going and trying to fornicate with the statue or like, you know what I'm saying, do weird things as in, what y'all think whoredom is. But a lot of the times when the Lord is using whoredom and saying the children of Israel have committed whoredom or they hoard themselves out, he's basically saying like they've gone and served other gods. You know what I'm saying? Later on in the Bible, it compares the children of Israel, you know what I'm saying, and Lord, the groom, and the children of Israel, the bride. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to go out and serve other gods. The Bible says the Lord is a jealous God. You go out and you whore with these other gods like Islam, Christianity, Catholicism, Buddhism, all that. You go and whore yourself out to these other religions and false ideologies that the Lord gets jealous. Just like you would if your rib was, you know what I'm saying, y'all in the club and she just going around talking to every nigga in the club. You're gonna be just as upset as the Lord is. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us everything. He took us out of Egypt. He literally told us, he gave us the power to go and slaughter everybody in our way onto the kingdom of Israel. And guess what we do when we got there? Started whoring. We turned away from him. Started sacrificing unto Molech, false gods. You know what I'm saying? Some of the kings in the Bible started building false temples, Solomon. You know what I'm saying? We're whoring ourselves out. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, those dressed in the white garments, the clean white garments. You know what I'm saying? Whores, you know what I'm saying, they be walking around with nothing on. Slovakia. Either they walk around with something on or their clothes is dirty because they've been stumping a blade all day. You know what I'm saying? It just don't look good that we say, oh, I serve God, man. I serve Yahweh, Shimi Hawah Shine. I got a cross around my neck. Or you see me posting some Alhamdulillah on Instagram or something. It's like,
no, for real.
Like, bro, you just as bad as a woman selling her body. You confused and you don't know what you want. You can't stick to nothing. That's what it talks about whoredom. It's not physically talking about doing weird things with the statue. Get that out your head. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about us going and serving other gods.
No, excellent point. Like you said, paraphrasing, it said that we played the harlot to the Most High.
Right.
And just real quick before we continue, I ain't gonna be long with it. It shows again, like the Lord got a masculine spirit. Like Salakia, I'll speak a little loosely. Lord a nigga. Like he operates like a nigga. Think of, like you said, we think of it like this. For any brother who's ever been in like a relationship or anything like that, right? I pray you've never been through this, but sadly some brothers have gone through this. You do everything, right? You do everything for that woman. You know, you paid all her bills, bought her all nice little dresses and stuff.
Come
And
on.
then you find out she over here getting piped by the neighbor.
Oh my God.
And you just like, what? Of course you already upset because it's like, damn, I was supposed to be my woman. But it's like you invested into this woman. Like you could have been chilling. You could have been just worried about yourself, but you took the time and the energy to invest into this woman. And what you did apparently wasn't good enough. So she seeked somewhere else. She seeked a quick fix. And that's what we have continuously done.
Right.
When you really think about it, even the golden calf, right? We weren't satisfied with the Lord bringing us up out of Egypt. We needed something tangible so that we could believe it was a God. So we made our own God. We got all of our jewelry, gave it to Aaron, and made a golden calf, and then was like, this is our God. This is what got us out of Egypt. First of all, you were slow.
Your box.
Like
Ridiculous.
you were a little. So like I always think about it when I go back to that scripture, because it's like we really sat here. Like the Lord got us out of Egypt. I made this cup. This is what got us out of Egypt. Yo. You know how crazy that stuff? I would be vexed. I'd be like, nigga, what?
I be standing in the back, they singing. I'm like, man, these niggas tripping.
Oh,
Where Moses?
I would be heated, and the Lord got every reason to be heated.
Right.
So, like you said, the whoredom ain't sexual. It's like
Spiritual.
We played the heart of it
Right.
multiple times. Like that's all I got. So we'll continue the next 7 verses.
Come on.
Verse 7 to 7.
Come on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 7 in the Hebrew. Wa'atha kwa da shatham waha yaya thama kwadash yam kaya anya Yahweh Allahayakam, verse 8. Washa ma ra thama ath ha ka kwa thaya wa aisha yatham athama anya Yahweh ma kwadash yakam. It's like ma kwadash yakam, verse 9. Kaya ayasha ashar la kwa la ath. It's like Abba Yawa. It's like a wa'a, hamana, or hamawa, mawa, it's like a mawa, yawa, matha, ba, it's like a abba yawa, it's like a abba yawa, wa'amawa, kwala la, it's like a dama yawa, baya, it's like a bawa, verse 10. Wa'ayash, Ashar, it's like a Yana, it's like a Yana Aqua, it's like an Ath, Ashath, Ayash, Ashar, Yana Aqua, Ath, Ashath, Da'aiwa, Mawa, it's like it. Mawa, it's like it. Ya, wa, Matha, Hana Aqua, Wahana Aqua, verse 11. Wa'ayash Ashar, it's like a Yasha Washa Yakab, Yasha Kaba'ath, Ashath, Abba Yawa, Ira Watha, Abba Yawa, Gala'a, Mawa, it's like a Mawa, Yawa Mathawa, Shanyahum, Dama Yahum, so I get Dama Yahum, Bama, verse 12, Wa'ayash, it's like Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yasha Kaba'ath, Kala Thawa, Mawatha, Yawa Mathawa, Shan Yahum, Ha, so I get Tabala, Aishawa, Dama Yahum, Bama, verse 13. It's like Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yasha Kab, Na, it's like Zabara, it's like Zakar, Masha Kabya, Asha, Thana, it's like Tawa, Baha, Aishawa, Wana, it's like Wana Shan Yahum, Maha, it's like Mawa, Yawa Mathawa, Dama Yahum, Bama, verse 14. Wa'ayash Ashar, It's like a yakwaka, ashaha. It's like asha, ha'a. It's like wa'ath. Like a wa'atha. It's like a wa'ath, hamaha, amaha, amah, amaha, zamaha, hawa'a, it's like a ba'a. It's like a ba'ash, golly, ba'ash, yasha, rapawa, athwa, wa'atha, hana, wala'a, taha, yaha, nama'a, bathawaka, come. I got fucking loops.
Nah, you good.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 7 in English. Sanctify yourselves, therefore, and be ye holy, for I am the Lord your God. And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord which sanctify you. Verse 9. For everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. He hath cursed his father or his mother. His blood shall be upon him.
Okay, so real quick, right? This might seem a little straightforward for some people, but I want to break it down a little bit. So obviously, it goes back to respect your parents, of course.
Right.
Now, hear me out. Don't be a tyrant. If you're a parent, don't be a tyrant to your kids.
Right.
Like, though, there's a scripture, I believe it's in Matthew, paraphrasing. Where it says like, you harm the little ones that believe in me. I believe it's like Matthew 18, something. But my point is, don't be a tyrant. Do right by your children. But in return, also, your children should not be trying to curse you or, besmirch your name or anything like that. And a perfect example of this is actually going back to Noah, Ham, and Japheth, and Shem,
Right.
which we brought out a few times already. Y'all already know what Ham did. He, decided to mock his father. Mind you, Noah at this time was the most righteous man on the planet.
Right.
He was the reason why the Lord just didn't kill all humans. Like, I don't know, he might have made something else. I don't know, but he's the reason why we're still here, why we even had a chance. But, Ham mocked them, and well, y'all see what happened to him. Did Ham die right there? No. But his lineage, curse. Oh, curse. Canaan, especially. So you don't want that, right? So that's all I got on that. You got anything?
Come on, if I may, just to touch on what Noah was going through. Think about it. If he was the most righteous man on the planet, the entire planet, that's what some people don't like to realize about the story, that it's talking about the Lord flooded the entire earth and saved 8 people. Eight, right?
Somewhere around. It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot. You know what I'm saying? Think about the 8 billion people on the planet today. I don't know how many it was back then, but put it into perspective today. Think about the 8 billion people back in the day, or on the earth today. And he saves 8 people. Now, those other people that died in the flood was Noah's mother, Noah's father, Noah's brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles, anybody that he was related to died in that flood. He lost everything in a day. You know what I'm saying? So think about when he finally get on dry land. Think about when he was on that boat, that ark for 40 days. Think about what was going on in his mental. He had to be absolutely strong and righteous and have utmost faith in the Lord that this was not, some fluke, or that ark wasn't going to sink. When he finally get off that ark, he's now in a state of mind where he's like, dang, I just lost everything and everyone. You know what I'm saying? What would most of y'all do if when a family member died? Y'all all get together, y'all do what? Y'all sit around in a circle and y'all drink. Y'all have a drink. Or some of y'all in the world, y'all like to smoke. But y'all do something to ease the pain. That's what Noah was doing. In a time where he was in the lowest state, you know what I'm saying? He was mourning and he was, sorrowful. Instead of his son coming and being an honorable son and, so like your father. You know what I'm saying? Man, look at this drunk nigga. This nigga drunk, bro. Hey, Shem, Jeff, come look at it. And they come over and you know what I'm saying? Yep. And Ham sitting there laughing. And now look at curse. Y'all know who Ham is. Ham is the Africans today. And look at them.
Yeah.
Come on.
If I could real quick, I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the news. Like, don't get it twisted. Like Israel, well, us, the real Israelites, we got it bad. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Africans,
oh my gosh.
Y'all know what's like the Congo? They're in slavery. Right. We're talking about like picking out the coal mines, like breathing in all that like toxic air, like they're in chains. Like it's horrible. like horrible. I think it's wild over there. So, my point being is, don't be like him.
Right.
Don't do that, or you're gonna end up
Like him.
like him. That's a lot.
It's like verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
So pretty straightforward. We talk about adultery all the time.
Right.
Obviously, don't be a whore, don't cheat on your man, right? And to emphasize that, it's not just okay. You married to that man, you married to that man. You're supposed to be with him forever unless he dies, sadly, right? Sis, if you leave that man and you decide, to go live by yourself, 5 years later down the road, you remarry, right? You in your mind, you're thinking you're not cheating on him because it's like, oh, well, we already broke up. No, you left him. That's whoredom, right? Also, I know we talk a lot about that, but for the man, right? Especially when you know too, right? I mean, you go, you know. Let's keep it above. Like dudes be trying to act like they stupid. You ain't stupid. You went over to her crib. You saw size 12 Timbs. Like damn well she don't wear that.
You wear a size 8.
Yeah, like you see basketball shorts over there, and there's a PS5 over there, and she don't understand it. Or she only call you at like 11 o'clock at night.
That's her brother's stuff, bro.
Yeah, that's my brother.
That's my cousin.
Like there was nothing like but and if you willingly you sit there and you still sleep with that woman, you are just as bad as her,
right?
Because you have taken from another man. That's what you have done. I forgot where it is. Somewhere like in the Middle East, they made it to where, and I agree with it. They said if a woman cheats on her man, both her and the man are going to prison.
They learned it from us, but
yeah, they really did. But I'm just like that, right? That's how it should be, though.
Right.
That's how it should be, because here, I mean, you get rewarded for being a whore. You get all this money, you're gonna be lonely and toxic in the mind and stuff, and you got all these weird dudes out here. You out here paying buku amounts of money for a whore. That's
on the internet though.
Crazy.
You ain't never gonna see this woman a day in your life. It's like
go ahead.
No, I think that story of this one Edomite nigga that was donating. He spent I think $32,000. You know who Ruby Rose is?
Oh, he
that
paid to meet up with her?
No, he was subscribing to her OnlyFans and donating. And then this nigga met her and was so surprised when she didn't want to be with the nigga. Nigga, this is an internet whore, not a buy a date, nigga. You goofy. You know what I'm saying?
You sound crazy. You sound though. No, he's right.
Like, come on now. You thought you was finna be with this girl because you giving her money? No, nigga, she don't want you. She's a whore. That's what she do. And she did her job. And that's not a good job, but she obviously, got over on you. Like, come on now, bro.
No, it's crazy though. But again, it don't make sense.
It don't.
Like you look at today, and it's like, why would you do that? But there's a lot of, it's kind of scary. It's a lot of dudes who do that. Like you want to know why? Like a lot of these OF models and stuff, they're so rich. They're making millions. I'll say it one more time for you. Millions of dollars, because there's men all over the world of probably all ages. Some of them are probably teenagers still in their daddy's wallet. I don't freaking know. And they're subscribing to this and giving this woman money. Mind you, she's on the internet. She's on there. Like, you don't touch her.
Nigga, it's a picture.
It's a picture.
Nigga, you not in jail, go?
Crazy.
So if I may.
Go ahead. You good.
You saying millions, but in what time span? You didn't even say millions a month. Not a year.
It's crazy.
A month. You know what I'm saying? There would be no whores if men wasn't,
absolutely,
whoremongers.
Absolutely.
These niggas would be broke if a nigga could. This whole man block.
Yeah.
If a nigga had a mentality of a dude on the UPK, he would never. Let me click that link. OnlyFans, it's only $4, nigga. I got that. Boom. Nigga, you supporting our cause, bro.
No, for real. You just as guilty.
You just as guilty as her.
Like you support. No, you're right, because if men stopped loving whores and stopped exactly, there wouldn't be any whores. The reason why they're allowed to do this today is because men love it. That's why. Like there's been whores around there's whores in the Bible. Like they've been around for thousands of years. But back then, it wasn't to what it was now. Before it was like shame shame, you shouldn't do that. They had to do it on the low. They had to creep around, and then when they got caught,
cover her face
oh
up.
my gosh, like yeah, it was a sense of shame, like you know, we shouldn't be doing this. Now they boasting about it. They over here like posting how much they made, like all this stuff, like yeah, you know, I did this, like it's crazy. But that's the type of spirit she had. But again, it's because man, look. So right here, we're again going back to the adultery. I know we harp on this so much, but we gotta harp on it because it still happens and it's out of control. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer, because you're an adulterer, and the adulteress shall surely be put to death, as it should be. That's it. Lucky. You got.
If I make one more point. And those of you that you think you just buying this woman's OnlyFans or liking or subscribing or doing this, that, and the third, what you're also supporting is the rape, the molestation, or any trauma that happened to that little girl that turned her into Ruby Rose and, you know what I'm saying, all these, Megan Thee Stallions and this, that, and the third. You're also supporting the trauma of that little girl that turned her into this. You're supporting the person that did her. Or that turned her into what she is now.
Because I think Ruby Rose admitted that she got into the industry like I don't know if it was a basketball player. I think she was like 16 or something. So it's like dudes was messing with her when she was a teenage girl. That's why she freaked out now.
The bad baby.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. If for those of y'all who don't know, what was the Catch Me Outside chick?
Yeah.
She I actually was shocked. I didn't know her story. I thought she was just like whatever, stupid. But then found out that she was molested multiple times when she was a child. The mother knew, by the way, and would like allow for men to come over and do whatever they did for money. She was pimping out her daughter.
Right.
So now she's older and she's
on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, she's all types. I seen some. She hopped on the car like her baby daddy. Like she's so far gone. But it's because, well, look what happened to her. That behavior stems from something from her childhood, and it continued. So, like you said, like the reason why there's so many whores is because there's so many whoremongers.
Right.
Keep it up. You know, that's just it is what it is. We got to take accountability ourselves. Like, of course, hold that woman accountable, like you're being a whore, but like you got to force it though. Like she's been allowed to be that way because other men have shown her different.
Right.
So. You got to show her different. Now, if she still continues to be a whore, hey, let her be. But she might change.
Right.
She might, but you got to show her that. Now, if you fold, then you just like the rest. You just reinforce her belief. Now she's going to be a whore 10 times over now.
More and more and more.
Yeah.
So like,
that's all I got. So you are now allowed to.
You are allowed to take a break if necessary, but you cannot be with anybody else. Since you can only be with that brother you are married to. Damn right.
No, damn right. Yeah. If you look, marriage is like anything else. Like you got to work with it, right?
Right.
Now, if you need a breather, like how get your counsel, whatever you got to do, but like leaving
a break don't mean you finna go.
Yeah, that's what that means in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, we were on break, and then like women in the world, they get poured out.
That's not no hall pass, nigga.
You've
been pissing me off. We've been pissing each other off, stressing, working. Let's just take a few days away from each other. Let's separate so we can miss each other and then come back and
come back. That's the excellent thing. Like you said, miss each other.
Right.
Like you might be mad in the moment. I get it. A couple days go by, it's like, all right, what? Let's talk. Let's go out there. Let's talk it out real quick and then move. Don't do that.
Take that sometimes. Like,
all right. But that's all I've got. We can. Where we at? 11.
Verse 11. And the man that lied with his father's wife hath uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
You're nasty.
Verse 12. And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion. Their blood shall be upon them.
If I could right there, it says they have wrought confusion. Of course, it's adultery. We know this, but like, really think about that. If a man lie with his daughter-in-law, first of all, that's your son's woman. Like that's foul, dude. That's foul. They have wrought confusion because now it is confusion. It's like, damn, like not only did you commit adultery, like how can your son look at you the same? Like, damn, like you took my woman. Like,
That's why you gotta get killed.
yeah, it's like that. I pray nobody goes to that, but it's
Right, yeah.
that breeds a certain kind of spirit. Like the brother, like he gonna contemplate. Like first of all, he already your woman and cheated on you, but now you over here questioning your father. Now it's the man you supposed to be looking up to.
Right.
Like you raised me, and I'm like, whoa, that's how you get down. Wow, okay. You gotta be put to death too. Like Slakia. Like and the reason why the Lord, I know it sounds harsh, right? Just real quick. The reason why the Lord always say you gotta be put to death. You gotta be put to death. You gotta be, because look what happens now. Look what happens now. Because certain people did not suffer the repercussions of their actions. Whoredom is at an all-time high. Drugs are at an all-time high. All sin in general is at an all-time high because it didn't get cut out. It didn't get cut out. We didn't reinforce the law. So now look what happens. Now you lucky if you can find a faithful woman. You lucky if you can, get off of drugs because it's just been shoved in your face since you were a kid. Some of y'all like you lucky if you find a good friend. People are not even good friends anymore. Like for real. Like y'all don't like each other for a day. Don't speak to each other ever again. Y'all wronged each other. All right. You show more compassion to the so-called white man or any heathen for that matter, but you can't forgive your brother because he offended. Talk to that brother. You forgive your boss every single damn day, but he pays you, right? Oh, okay. So what, brother gotta pay you for your friendship? But you see how crazy that sounds? But this is why the Lord and Slakia, to paraphrase, the Lord said, like, he don't take any pleasure in punishing the wicked, but he hopes that you turn from your evil, wicked ways. But if you're not going to turn, like if you're a drug dealer and you're just poisoning the community, the Lord won't only give you so many chances.
Go, bro.
Yeah, after a while, it's like, you know what? You harming too many of my people.
Right.
Get them out of here.
Right.
It's just too much. It's like
I'm glad that the sister commented this right here.
What she say?
Try and read this. No offense to the sister. This don't even look like a proper sentence. Why? Because have a baby with your son's wife, then your son has a brother stepson. And in the scripture it says you have confusion.
No,
I looked at that. I said,
"Water." No, bro, I had to like double take it.
I'm tripping. I'm like, I'm glad the sister commented that because that's exactly what the scripture talks about.
That don't sound right.
You don't even see your brother stepson.
That's
your son has a brother stepson, cousin, auntie, uncle, brother. Like it just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the reason why this was put here is because this was happening. Salakia.
Right.
So we can't
come on.
Y'all get the gist of it. Salakia. So you ended actually you're in 12, right?
Okay. Or the end of 12. They have wrought confusion, their blood shall be upon them. If a man shall also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them.
Pretty straight. I don't even need to elaborate.
Right. It's like, and if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you.
Okay, now, Slakia, I gotta touch on stuff like this because it keeps happening today. Brothers in the world, I'm gonna call it brothers in the world. You get excited when you hear, oh yeah, I got multiple wives. So they use the term sister wives.
Sister wives.
It's like, nah, that's not what that is. Like, no, you can have multiple wives, but there's rules in how we do things because the Lord makes it that way for a reason.
Right.
You take on a woman and you take the mom.
It's weird, bro.
That's weird. It doesn't say it right there, but that causes confusion too. Because now you would. It just, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. You have children with both of them. It's like, that's her
grandma, uncle.
That's how does that even work? If you have,
I don't know. It's confusing.
It's like my brain is hurting right now. I'm trying to make sense of it, but I can't even do it right now. It's not right. Okay. And again, these were things that were being done in the past. Sadly, this is stuff that like people promote. I'll be honest with you. Like I've seen like certain posts on like Facebook and stuff. Oh yeah, I got
the sister and the wife.
Yeah, bro. It's like that's not cool. That's gross. And Salakia, I'm not trying to paint a picture, but I'm just thinking, okay, I know you're doing something with both of them.
So I was just finished Salakia.
That's incest.
You hitting the box that your wife came out of. It's like
that's crazy,
nigga. You nasty.
That's disgusting. Crazy with grandma and son. That's the kids are sister, brothers, and aunt, uncle. I can't stand y'all. But y'all right though. Y'all right. But you see how crazy it sounds? Like that's some that sounds like some Sweet Home Alabama type.
Sister, aunt, brother, uncle.
But again, it's not right, and it causes
Right.
confusion, and it's just not. Just don't do it.
Right.
You can have multiple wives, but that cannot be your wife's sister, can't be her daughter, can't be her mother.
Or her brother.
I hope that goes without saying. Salaki.
You gotta say it. They don't know.
Yeah, nah, for real. Like, I mean, it's here for a reason because, like I said, things like this were happening. You can't do stuff like that. Also, ain't no kids in here, so I'm gonna say you ain't having no threesomes.
Oh,
Salaki. I'm gonna say it. There's rules to all this stuff. You don't do that because that when you do that, I'm letting you know right now, you're promoting homosexuality.
right.
Because now you're introducing that, like, you're supposed to be the head. You're supposed to be guiding, your family and stuff. If you allow for that, you're allowing for both of your women to uncover each other's nakedness. Like, that's gay. That's lesbianism. Like, you opening the door and they're unknowingly just walking into it. And there's a whole bunch of freak stuff going on. You gonna be put to death, all right? They gonna put to death too. That's weird.
Keeping it all in the family is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nah, for real. Weird. Don't be a weirdo. That's all. Where'd you
14 to 21.
what's it?
Come the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 14 in the Hebrew. Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yakwa, it's like a Yakwak.
14 to 20.
14 to 20?
Mhm.
Oh, it's like couple times. Asha, Wa'ath, like Wa'ath, Amaha, Zab, Sama'a, Hawa'a, Ba'asha, it's like Ba'ash, Yasha, Ra, Pawa, Athwa, Wa'atha, Hana, Wala'a, Thahayaha, it's like Za'a, it's like Zamaha, Bata, Kama, verse 15, Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yathana, Shaka Ba Thawa, Baba Ha Maha, Mawatha, Mawa, it's like Ya, Wa Matha, Wa'a, it's like Wa'ath, Habaha Maha, Taha Ra Gawa, verse 16. Wa'asha Ashar, Thaqwa Rabba, all call. It's like a call. Bahama Laraba Iha Atha Wahara Gatha Ha'a Sha Wa'ath Haba Ha Maha Mawatha Yawama Thawa Da, so like Dama Yahum Bama, verse 17. Waha, so like Wa'ayash Ashar, Yakwakak sorry, Aka the Akwa, it's like Akwa, Batha, Abba Yawa, Batha, Wara, Aha, Ira wa Taha Waha Ya'a Awa Ba Salaki Thara Ira wa Thawa Ba, it's like a Ka Kamata it's like a Kamada Hawa'a Wana Ka Rathawa La'anya Bunya I'm a Ma Iwa, it's like Ira Wath Aha Aka, it's like Akwath Galaha Iwa Nawa why it's like Washa'a, verse 18. It's like a Yasha'a, verse 18. Wa'ayash Ashar Yasha Washa Kaba'at Ashaha Dawaha Wagala Ath Ira, it's like Ira Wa
Saha'ath, Makwara'a, Ha'araha, Waha, Galathaha, Ath, Makwa, Wara, Damaya, Wanakarathawa, Shanyahum, Makwaraba, Imama, verse 19, Wa'ira, Akawa, it's like Aqua, Asha, it's like Amara, Wa'akwa, Slakia, Abba Yara, La'a, Thaga, La'a, Kaya, Ath, Sha'arawa, Hawa, it's like Ha'iraha, Hawanum, it's like Iwanum, Yasha Awa, verse 20, last verse, Wa'ayash, Ashar, Shayaka, it's like Yashakab, Thawa, Irawath, Dadawa, Galaha, Kata Ama, Yasha Awa, Ira Yoma, okay. Ira Rayum, Wamathawa. It's like Ya Mathawa. So 20, right?
Okay.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 14. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they that were with no wickedness among you. If a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and shall slay the beast. And if
that's bestiality. I can say that I'm fortunate to have never met a brother who has ever partaken in that activity. You hear a lot about that with white women, some white men too. But yeah, real quick, I just wanted to bring out. It says, "And ye shall slay the beast." Okay, that's a detail that needs to be brought out, because it's like, not only does that man need to die, because that's just disgusting, the beast got to die too. All right, because it's just, the beast is defiled now. You got to get rid of all the remnants of the sin. Like,
right,
get rid
right.
of all of it. Her fake Israelite man that got a second wife who was a lesbian, and she ended up taking his wife. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. That's shit. But okay. Hey, you know what? That's kind of his fault though, because you took on a lesbian. You already know what type of spirit she got.
I knew what he was on.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't want to say it, but it's like, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna leave it. That happened for a reason. I'm gonna leave it at that.
A little bit with that, brother.
Yeah. You can go ahead.
Come on. Verse 16, and if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down there too, then thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Now this right here, this is a famous story in Greek mythology of how the not the matador, what's his name? It's like the half man, half bull. I'm pretty sure everybody know about that. Everybody grown up and old enough to understand or to know that story or even heard it. Now, what happened was a woman went and laid in a brazen bull. A brazen bull was a torture device where they would put people in there, a big old bull made out of brass, and they would stuff them in there and light a fire under it. But now you just in this hot animal just boiling. You know what I'm saying? This every time you touch a wall, it's burning your skin. Now, this woman went and lied down in this brazen bull and convinced a bull to come and, conceive with her. That's all occurs. Come and conceive a child with her. And in Greek mythology, that's how the matador is born. Or the what's the name of that beast? The half man, half bull. Not the matador. I keep saying it.
It's
the Minotaur. So that's how the Minotaur was born.
You at that part.
Now the white people are like, the white man likes to fantasize about these things because these are there. This is what they like. they're not right. They're not straight in the head. They love to fantasize about these things. So you know what they did? They made a famous Greek story about a woman lying down in the torture device in the shape of a bull and conceived a child. What was her reason? It don't matter. There is no excuse that you can give me when you tell me, yeah, bro, I just had to put my dogs. There, like I was burning.
That's
he gonna pull the scripture. My loins, I was burning. My loins. Now you really gonna be burning.
No, it's crazy. I'm back.
So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what verse you got right now?
No, verse 16. Come on.
Oh yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah, it's wild, and I think, okay, Edomites, the so-called white man. I'm gonna say this: they were blessed with the sword, but I'm gonna also say they were blessed with the ability to be the greatest manipulators on the face of the earth.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna tell you why. Because what the brother bringing out is heavy. They fantasize about this and they put it right in your face, and you don't even realize. Well, we brought about like Greek mythology and like they make these stories like Zeus came down and had turned into a goat and then had sex with a woman, and like it's all crazy stuff, right? But then you also think of things like Beauty and the Beast. Wow. Why is that even a thing? Then you also got
I ain't thought of that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But like it's a kid's movie, right? It seems so harmless, right? But Beauty and the Beast, it's literally a woman falling in love with a monster.
I can't even tell.
Yeah, like he's literally a monster. And I remember it was a small little detail. It was the scene where Princess and the Frog. It was he turned human. It's been so long since I've seen it. He turned human, and I remember he turns and he looks at her, and she kind of, if you don't believe me, you can look it up. She kind of looks at him like she was disappointed. Like she liked him better when he was a beast.
Weirdo.
I'm like, whoa. Like, you don't think about it until you get older.
Crazy.
Another one, King Kong. King Kong, like not the one that's out now where he like fights Godzilla and stuff. I'm talking about the old one. Y'all remember, like in the old ones, they'll have like the woman and they have her like strapped up, and it's like the savage people of the land offering her as a sacrifice.
Yeah.
But then like he takes her, and then like he kind of falls in love with her. And I'm like, why is
she falling in love back too?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Or here's another one. This one crazy. The Bee Movie.
Oh my God! That's a funny movie.
It's a funny movie, but like
I never think she really fell in love with a bug.
She fell in love with a bee.
I never seen him portrayed as no black woman. You know what I'm saying? No black dude, or Judite, because
but it's always white woman though.
It wouldn't look right.
It wouldn't look right, but like it seems so harmless, right? It's like, oh, it's a movie, like it's fake, right? But you gotta think there are people who really concocted this in their mind, like I'm gonna draw this out, or I'm gonna create a false mythology about like Greek gods sleeping with these women, but they're like half animals and stuff. This is the thing. They actually did a study back when because we know a lot of white people, like, they have Neanderthal DNA. That's a fact. That's not a hate speech. That's a fact. And they, at the time, the reason why they are the way they are, we know it's because they're Esau, but we want to talk about genetically. They were deprived of the sun. They're already born to strange, right? But they are the only people on the planet that lacks melanin, right? Because they were deprived. They were in the Caucasus Mountains. It's cold. It's cold out there, right? And you're living in caves. So they were pretty much bred in extremely harsh environments. That's why they do the things that they do. They lash out. They feel the need to take, because resources were scarce. They didn't have a lot. There wasn't an abundance of anything. So it's like they, in their minds, think about it. Every other culture, even like some heathens, right? They share. Here you go. Here you go. We can live off the land. Agriculture, right? Hey, I got more than enough. How about you have some?
Right.
Them? No, I gotta take. They didn't have the opportunities to be like, you can have some. No, they had to take. It's in their blood to take from others, to oppress others. They saw everybody else. Not saying that there wasn't war on the planet. Like, yeah, there's war and stuff. You hear about like Japan and China and all this other stuff. But white people have committed the most atrocities worldwide than anybody else. Mass genocide, raping and pillaging. Like, they're the only people that will go to another country and be like, this place needs saving. They'll sit here, colonize that land, rob them of their resources, take their women, slaughter the men, and somehow call them a terrorist.
They say you're welcome.
No, for real. Like, it looked like they needed our help. You know what? They'll convince themselves they do need our help. They call it the white savior complex. That's what they do, right? But that's what happens. They make this in their head. The reason why I even bring this out real quick is because they did this with animals. It's been studied that they have some sort of like disconnect from nature. So when we see animals, we see animals. You know, even like the native indigenous people, right? When they killed an animal, they didn't like abuse the animal. You know, they killed it peacefully and try to make it as harmless as possible. And you utilize all the parts of the animal. Right. You know, you use the bones and stuff as weapons, and you know, you use the fur as like clothing. And it was sacred, right? There was a brother, this was a couple years ago. He's butcher, right? And you know, he had to, off the goat, but he didn't beat the goat to death. You know, he slit it. You know, he held it, made sure it was good, passed peacefully, right? Humane. That's my whole point. White people, they don't think like that. They sexualize the animals. Don't believe me? You can go to Europe. You can look up the statue. You ain't gotta go to Europe. Don't go over there. Just look at the statues. Those Greek statues where you see like they be like naked and like they genitalia be out, but then they be like posed up and it be like a dog on them and stuff. That's real stuff. They were having sex with animals.
Oh my God.
That's what it is. So it's in them to do this stuff. So when these laws are written, sadly, there was some people that were straying off and doing what the heathens was doing. This law wasn't made for them. Like you said earlier, the law was made for us.
Right.
Again, when it talks about like, when a stranger comes into your land, meaning your brother, your sister, the law only pertains to you. The Lord don't give a damn what they doing. So he wants us to be different from everybody else.
Right.
That's all I can.
It's like verse 17. And if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness, it is wicked. It's like it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. If he uncovered his sister's nakedness, he shall bear his iniquity. Verse 18. I'm sorry. Verse 20, right? To verse 20?
To verse 20.
Come on. And if a man shall lie with a woman, having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain, and she hath uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people.
Okay, so what this is talking about, for those of y'all who don't know, when a woman is on her cycle, you are not supposed to have sex with her.
Right.
Just so we're clear. Like, because she is not, in a sense, she's not well, like she's unclean.
Right.
So you're not supposed to do that with her while she's on her cycle. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. You can wait a little bit.
7 days, bro.
7 days, you'll live. That's just so everybody understands. And
19.
19.
Yeah, I'm at 19.
Okay.
Come, verse 19. And thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, nor of thy father's sister, for he uncovereth his near kin, they shall bear that iniquity. Verse 20. And if a man shall lie with his uncle's wife, he hath uncovered his uncle's nakedness, they shall bear their sin, and they shall die childless.
Die childless.
Crazy.
Hey, so moral of all this, do not keep it in the family. Look, these laws were written for a reason, right? Somebody was doing something that they wasn't supposed to be doing. We read it. Well, we didn't read it, but I bring up that account a lot where David's sons and what he did. So, but again, written for a reason. It's logic. So what I'll do is, okay, you read the Hebrew. I'm gonna actually have you read the English once he's done with the Hebrew.
Come, 20 to 26, right?
21, 21, 27.
Come. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 21 in the Hebrew. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 21 in the Hebrew. Wa'ayash, Ashar, Yakwaka, Ashath, Akayawa, Nada'a, Hawa'a, Irawath, Akayawa, It's like Akia. It's like Aka Yawa Gala'a. Sorry, Galaha. Ira Ya Wa. It's like Ira Ya Rayum. So like Waha Yawa. Verse 22. Washa Ma Ra. It's like Masha Rathum. Call Kakwa Thaya Wa'a. It's like Wa'atha call Masha Patya. Masha Patya. Waya. It's like Wa'aisha Ya Thumb. It's like Athama. Wala'a. Thakwa Ya. It's like Thakwa Ya. Atha. It's like Athkam. Ha'a Rataza Ashar Anya Haba Ya. It's like Maba Ya'a. It's like Maba Ya'a Atha. It's like Athakam Shama'a Lashabath Baha verse 23. Wala'a Thalakaya so like Thalakawa Bahakwa Haga Waya Ashar Anya Masha Laka. It's like Masha Lak Mapanyakam Kaya Ka Alaha Aishawa Wa'a Kwataza Bama verse 24. Wama, it's like Wa'amar Lakam Atham Thaya Ra Shawa Hadamatham Wa'anya Atha Naha Lakam Laha Lara Shah Athaha Arataza Zabath Kalaba Wadabash Anya Yahweh Allah Hayakam Ashar Ha'a Haba Da Lathya Athakam Anna Mana Ha'ai Mayam verse 25. Wahaba Da Latham Bayana Haba Ha Maha Hata Ha Raha Lata Ma'a Hawaba Wabayan Ha'ai Wakwa Hata Ma'a Lata Har Wala'a Thasha Kwatazawa Naga. It's like a Napa Sha Yakam Baba Ha Maha Waba Wakwa Waba Ka Ashar Thawa. It's like a Tharamash Ha'adama Ashar Haba Da La Thaya Haba Da Lathya Lakam Lata Ma'a. That's it.
All right, so I'm gonna have you read from the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 21 to 27.
That's like 27. I don't know.
26.
Come on, that's like verse 27. Wa'ayash Awa Ashaha Kaya Yahaya Bahama Awaba Awa Yada I Naya Mawatha Yawa Mathawa Ba'abun Yaraga Mawa Atham Dama Ya Hama Bama. That was it.
All right. You can start at Leviticus 20 and 21.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 21. And if a man shall take his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing. He hath uncovered his brother's nakedness, they shall be childless.
So, like, if I may, real quick, there's only one condition where the situation is you sleep with your brother's wife. So, like, is anybody got the answer? Anybody know what that one condition will be? Do you know, brother? You got any idea?
Yes, is the right of a brother when like brother he dies without having a son,
Right.
his brother will give him a son.
Right. Most son in Christ.
Sorry,
Yep.
there's
Yep.
only when a man dies and leaves
Yep.
his wife.
She got it
childless.
too. Yep. Y'all want it. Yep. That's that. Most son in Christ.
Now, I'm not telling y'all this so y'all could, dang, my sister like bad. Nigga, I can't wait till that nigga die.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dang, if my brother died.
That's crazy.
Oh, if he died, I know he ain't living right, nigga. If he die, I'm in there.
Yeah.
Don't take it like this. Don't take things like this and use it to your sick advantage. You know what I'm saying? Don't take laws that are put in place like this to your sick advantage. Like, wasn't Abraham supposed to go and, or it's like, who was it? Was it Abraham? It's like, I don't want to say Abraham, but there was a brother who was supposed to go and sleep with his brother's wife because his brother died. And instead of, you know what I'm saying, copulating inside of her, he pulled out and let the seed spill on the floor.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's you're not finna go sleep with her for the pleasure. It's not for the pleasure. It's to continue. You know what I'm saying? Judah's son. His sister's own it.
She owned it.
Lucky. It's not for the pleasure. You're supposed to pray that you can go and give your sister a child, and through that child, your brother can come back. You know what I'm saying? Further on down the line. It's not for the pleasure. It's to continue his line, his lineage. You know what I'm saying? It's not for because you think your sister-in-law bad. It don't matter if she bad or if she not. You gonna do what's right for your brother. It's like
It was Onan and Judah. Yeah,
Right.
the Genesis 38. Yep, it's not Christ. Yep. But yeah, no. To emphasize what the brother was saying, yeah, like laws are put in place, of course, but don't have that type of spirit on you,
right.
where you're just like, I can't wait for my chance. You're a weirdo, and the Lord's gonna check you. Salakia. That's all I got. You can go ahead and continue. Oh, Salakia. One more thing. It says, he hath uncovered his brother's nakedness, they shall be childless. You like, y'all know that like that happened. Like I know I keep talking about this specific account, but it's because so much happened, and it's a perfect example of what it's talking about here. King David, y'all know about the whole thing with Bathsheba, right? But what happened? He was an adulterer, right? He was an adulterer.
Right.
She was an adulteress. That first child died. They were childless.
Right.
Am I right or am I wrong? Now, of course, the Lord gave him grace after, when he had to change his ways. Though. That's the thing. He had to change his ways. But they was childless. That was the punishment. You got that man killed. Well, actually, no, you slept with his wife, then got him killed to try to mask it like, oh, okay, like he's dead now. So now I can finally sleep with her. And mind you, he already got her pregnant. So now they're together and it's like, oh, they had a baby. The Lord knew what you was doing. And sadly, your child had to suffer because of what you did.
Right.
So this is what it's talking about right here. So you can go to verse 22.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and to do them, that the land, whether I bring it to you, dwell therein. Spew you not out.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nations which I cast out before you.
Mm-hmm.
For they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them.
Okay, real quick. Does anybody know what abhorred means? You only see this word like a few times in the Bible. Just look at the context. It says, and ye shall not walk in the manner of the nation which I cast out before you. Let's see, it comes to Is reading how to repent, or should you read them as prayers to repent properly? I hope that makes sense. Okay, I would have to go over some. If it's giving you examples to repent, then yes. But you can also read them. You can read them as prayers. So
if I may,
it's kind of, no. Go ahead.
In Psalms, when it says Psalms of David, Psalms means songs. Is when sometimes in some people's Bible it says to the chief musician. But these are songs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we put them up as prayers. That's why sometimes when you hear us read Psalms 21, it sounds like Ayanya, oh, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like a song because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's really a song because that's what David did. He played the harp.
Right.
But in Psalms, sometimes it says to the chief musician or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta read everything as a prayer because you know what I'm saying. Psalms 121 or Psalms 83 or the Lord's Prayer. That's all the way in Matthew. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to read everything as a prayer, but there is a lot of, we do take some prayers out of Psalms and throughout, other parts of the Bible. You don't got to read all of them as prayers. In reality, what you got to think of them being songs. These are songs or that David is writing, like when he's lamenting or he's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot here.
No, you're right. So, what did I ask?
Anybody know
the abhorred. So I asked, okay, what does abhorred mean? And it just said hate. Brother said being cruel. In a sense, you're both right. Yes, hate. Where it says I abhorred them means I hated them. It also means loathe. The Lord loathed them. What this is talking about right here, it's talking about Hellenization. Hellenization, or being, a lot of Christians don't know this. They know only one form of Gentile. The Gentiles they're thinking of are actual like Gentiles, heathens, strangers, right? Strange nations. A Gentile can also be, I'm asking, what? There's two definitions of a Gentile. I gave you one, that is pretty much a heathen. But what is the other definition of a Gentile? I know some people might know this one. What is the other definition? One is a heathen, strange nation. We know that. What's the other one? An Israelite who is living outside the land as a heathen. Yeah. So that goes into Hellenization. Yeah, a Hebrew in a strange land. Okay, so let's emphasize a little bit. We are okay. If I travel to China, but I know who I am, right? I know I'm the tribe of Benjamin, and I'm still adherent to all the law, statutes, and commandments. Am I a Gentile? Yes or no? What you got?
I would say no.
No. Why?
Because you know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know who you are. And to be the Gentile part is you don't know who you are. Or you lost who you are, so you traveling it. Just to express it,
No, go ahead.
I don't think you'll be a Gentile because you know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you follow your ways.
No, I'll take it. Most High in Christ. Let's clap it up real quick. So yes, you are 100% correct. There was one small detail. The brother just said it. People live in heathen customs.
Right.
That's what it is. So you all are correct. Just all the answers lumped together. So yes, the other definition of a Gentile is a brother, a sister, an Israelite. But like you said, you don't know who you are. So because you don't know who you are, you have adopted the customs of the nation that you're in. So I asked if I moved to China, but I still know who I am as a person. I'm not a Gentile because I know who I am. But let's say I didn't know who I was, and I went to China, and I'm adhering to their customs. I'm eating their food, like I'm eating the pork and whatever they're eating. I'm doing that. Now I'm a Gentile because I'm living as if I was, in fact, a Gentile, if that makes sense. So when we go back to verse 23, and he shall not walk in the manner of the nation, meaning Oh, I'll finish it. Which I cast out before you, meaning if I cast you, okay, I'll just say Canaan because this is the land that we took in order to have Israel, right? We're not going to adopt the customs of the Canaanites. We're not going to walk as Canaanites, right?
Right.
So, which I cast out before you, for they have committed all these things. All what things? We just read them. All that stuff. We brought it out earlier in the book of Leviticus. The reason why the law was put there was because all these things were happening. All that weird stuff that we was reading about, like thou shalt not sleep with your uncle's wife, and you're not gonna take your wife in the mother, and like it sounds crazy, but just because that's what was happening. That's what was happening in that land. Lord's like, you are not gonna do what everybody else is doing, even though you might be living amongst them. And it says, for they have committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them, meaning hated, or I loathed them for it. Again, showing the Lord does hate. He hated what was going on. He's saying, hey, you know, you might be amongst these people, you ain't gonna beat them. It's like you got anything?
Lots. I'm sorry.
All right, so you can continue.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which hath separated you from other people.
You keep going.
Verse 25. Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean fowls and clean. And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beast, or by fowl, or by any manner of living that creepeth, or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean.
You can keep going.
Verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have separated and has severed you from other people, but ye should be mine.
Now, just real quick, the Most High is the Most High. Now, what people tend to forget, and this is like what a lot of Christians do, you know, the whole, you know, everybody can come together. We should all come together. Realistically, we understand that we can't. Also, the Lord says multiple times, he got a favorite. Like, think of it like this. The Lord is our Father.
Right.
We're all his children. Technically, we're all his children, right? But the Lord got a favorite. He chose a specific lineage through Shem, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. This is his favorite. This is the lineage, and this is the people that I want them to know how to properly live. I want them to know the law. I want them to have this power. Everybody else, well, I don't want them to have that. Why? When you date it back, it's because of actions. This started with Noah, right? Noah, well, I mean, really, technically, it started before that, but I'll just start at Noah. Noah was righteous, right? The Lord didn't choose him because of the way he looked. Nothing to do with that. It had to do with his character, right? Boom, his sons come out. Noah, Shem, Japheth, and Ham. I already know about him, so let me go on that. Japheth was cool, but Shem was favored, right? Don't know why, but Shem was favored. Through Shem, eventually came Abram, who turned into Abraham. Now, Abraham, the reason why the Lord favored him so much is because of his actions, what he's done, right? It says that he was a friend unto the Most High. That's a heavy title. But why? Did it have to do because of the way he looked? Did it have to do with his skin color? Did it have to do with his height or his stature? No, it had nothing to do with that. Did it matter how much money he had? No, it didn't matter about it. It was his character. Then came Isaac.
Right.
His character. The reason why Jacob got the blessing and not Esau was because of his character. And the Lord already knew that when they was already in the womb, because guess what? Esau was the older brother, right? They were twins, but I'll say fraternal twins. Esau was older. Esau, you know, usually older brother gets the inheritance, right? Well, he didn't get the inheritance. Why? Did it have to do with the way he looked? Yeah, he was born red and hairy, but it had nothing to do with that. Did it have to do with the fact that he was a cunning hunter? No. That's a very masculine thing, no?
Right.
You know? Lord didn't care about that. It was the character. He gave up his birthright for food. Like Really think about that. He was promised, if Esau didn't take the food, Esau could have been in charge, rightfully so. But no, he gave it up. And the thing is, it wasn't like Jacob tricked him. He asked him right there. And he was like, oh, I'm so hungry. You know what? Yeah, you can go ahead. Just take it. And then guess what happened? Jacob did. But then Esau got mad. Then he asked for, he begged for a blessing from his father, Isaac. And he actually, this is the crazy thing, he still got a blessing. That's the crazy part. He could have got nothing. He was blessed with the sword. What did he do with that blessing? He said that he wanted to smite not just Jacob, but the entire lineage. It's the character, right? So why am I bringing all this up? To show you the reason why we are the Lord's favorite is because of our character. Now, we sadly haven't been showing that we have been deserving of it, but it's because of what our ancestors did. Everybody else was nasty. It was ready. Everybody else was weird, pagan holidays, making their own gods. We started learning some of that stuff from them. Lord don't want you to be like that for a reason. You're the favorite, so act like you're the favorite.
Right.
Earn the right, because you just being an Israelite is not good enough no more.
Right.
You can't just be like, yeah, I'm the tribe, but nobody give it. All right. Are you up on the law? Probably not. But if you are, I'm impressed.
Right.
So like that's all I got. You got anything about
Lost? Also, like I do. Like you're saying, it's the character. The world tries to place value, how you were saying, on a man based off the content of his pockets, or how many zeros is in his number, or how many digits in his bank account. And that's not it at all. And one thing I do want to add is about Esau. We don't hate them because the color of their skin. It don't matter what color you is. We hate Africans, and I know Africans that look like me. It's not the color of your skin. It's like you said, it's the content within you. We're not judging you by your looks, it's your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's off of what you know what I'm saying, what you do. And the Lord says that Esau is going to be crooked forever. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, meaning you're going to always be that way. You're always going to be crooked. You're always going to be an unjust, an unfair man. You're always going to be a lustful man, a murderer, a rapist, a robber, all of the above. And you know what the Bible says about that? The Lord says that what I have made crooked, thou cannot make straight. Right? So there's nothing you could tell to a white man or any heathen nation that will turn them from being who they are, because the Lord made them that way. And you know what the Lord made you as? The Lord made you holy unto him. The Lord made you to be better than those people solely by choosing you, by giving you a book of rules and history. You know what I'm saying? And judgments to enact on those who choose not to follow the rules. And that's what makes us better. That's what makes us different. Not by what we look like, but what we do. We judge people by their fruits, not by what the tree look like. So
absolutely. Sister says, Slaki Adawan, isn't that why the Lord told us to get rid of them in our land? Yeah, I mean, in a sense, yes. So the land of Canaan was promised to us, of course, by the Most High, but we had to earn it. You know, we had to go to war for a little bit. But the Lord, again, holy, right? Sacred, separate. He didn't want us dwelling with the Canaanites because the Lord knew. It kind of goes back, and it's crazy. It goes back into what we were talking about earlier.
Right.
You know, every brother and sister is different. There might be some brothers and sisters who are strong enough and they can live amongst a heathen nation, and it's like, I'm not worried about what they got going on. I'm still going to adhere to the law. But the Lord is not dumb. The Lord is much smarter than you give him credit for.
Right.
And he knew that if he allowed for all of us to dwell amongst the Canaanites, well, it was only a matter of time before we started moving like the Canaanites. I mean, look what's happening right now in America, right? That's why. So yeah, that's a good question. For the sake of time, brother, you can read up to 21 and 14 in the English. And if I need you to stop at any point, I'll just let you know. So you can start. Where did you stop at?
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26.
Okay, so you can start there then.
So start at 27, or could do 26 one more time?
You can start at 27, actually.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 27. A man also or woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall be surely put to death. They shall They shall stone them with stones, their blood shall be upon them.
You keep going.
Leviticus chapter 21, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, speak unto the priests and the sons of Aaron, and say unto them, that there shall none be defiled for the dead among his people, but for his kin that is near unto him, that is for his mother, and for his father, and for his son, and for his daughter, and for his brother, and for his sister, a virgin that is nigh unto him, which hath had no husband, for her may be defiled. But he shall not defile himself, being a chief man among his people, to profane himself. Chapter
Verse 5.
verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
Right.
They shall be holy unto their God, and not profane the name of their God. For the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and the bread of their God they do offer. Therefore they shall be holy. They shall not take a wife that is a whore, or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband. Thou shalt sanctify him, therefore, for he offereth the bread of thy God. He shall be holy unto thee. For I, the Lord, which sanctify you, am holy. Verse 9. And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaneth her father. She shall be burnt with fire. And he that is the high priest among his brothers, upon whose head the anointing oil was poured, and that is consecrated to put on the garments, shall not uncover his head, nor rend his clothes. Neither shall he go into any dead body, nor defile himself for his father or for his mother. Neither shall he go out of the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary of his God. For the crown of the anointing oil of his head, of his life. Leviticus chapter 21, verse 12. Neither shall he go out of the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary of his God. For the crown of the anointing oil of his God is upon him, and I am the Lord. Verse 13. And he shall take a wife in her virginity, a widow, or a divorced woman, or profane, or an harlot. These shall he not take, but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife.
Okay, so a few things. I guess we can start at 14 real quick. Where it says a widow or a divorced woman or profane or a harlot. Obviously, we read earlier, you should not be wifing up any whores, and that's very significant. The reason why I say that is there are some fake Israelite groups out there who will try to teach you that it is okay to be with a woman who is a whore, and if
It's a business transaction.
yeah, it's a business transaction, and then also it's like, put it like this: you know that woman's countenance. Don't be one of them people that's like, you get with her, and it's like, well, she doesn't belong to any man. She's technically your wife, right? But you know how she is. You know that woman ain't gonna be faithful, or you know the second you make her upset, she'll go off and do whatever, and then she does, right? And you think, oh, well, it's not my problem. I didn't leave her.
You knew she was going to leave.
Exactly. You knew what you was doing. You still a whoremonger. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You're still a whoremonger. You thought you were gonna weasel your way through. No, you're not supposed to be doing that because the Lord actually forbids you from wifing up a whore. So guess what? Congratulations, you're still in sin. Let's see. There's one. We already went over, I think, last week about thou shalt not make baldness upon your head, neither shalt thou shave off the corner of your beard. That's why we don't obviously use the razor. Like you can trim the areas, but like we don't do that. We don't do that. That's why brothers don't get lineups and shave offs in here. Yeah, we don't do that in here. All right. I know that's very big in black culture. I know, but sadly, it's you ain't doing that in here.
Right.
Don't worry, Akin. The sisters will still love you. You'll be all right. That you ain't got a perfect lineup. You'll be fine. I promise.
Man, braid that joint up, man. I'm saying, get you some
Yeah,
braids,
I'm
bro.
saying, you be good.
Put a headpiece on. You don't see your line. Put a Mitri on.
Then you
Like
gotta
that
see
scar,
it.
You ain't gotta see it, man.
Real quick. The only time that you're allowed to shave your head is if you're already bald.
Yeah.
That's the only time, right? So if you got a full head of hair and you know you ain't bald or not, don't be a skinhead. Don't do that. It's weird. All right. Is there anything else? I think that's all I got. You got anything?
Come on. Verse 14, if I may.
Go ahead.
A woman but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife. Now, the way I look at it is, what is there? Asians, Polynesians, Africans, and that's really it.
Yeah.
Compared to
Middle Eastern.
the Middle Easterns,
Yeah.
compared to the Dominicans, Guatemalans, Brazilians. What I'm saying is, we have such a wide variety of sisters to rib up. Why would you want to go and rib up a Hamite that smell like doo-doo and eat doo-doo and fling doo-doo, or a Polynesian woman that's bigger than you that's gonna pick you up and kiss me? Middle Easterns who walk around in a ninja costume all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Asians who eat roaches. It's like, why would you want to go out and sleep with these heathen women? Like, not that like I posted something funny. You see when he posted on Facebook? He said Samson, how Samson was looking at his father when he told him to take a wife of his own.
Oh no,
Nigga was hot. Nigga was offended.
Not as I posted it.
Yeah, he said, how dare you tell me? Nigga, I want this African, nigga. I want her. Bro, it's such a wide variety of women in the nation of Israel. Like, why would you want to, defect from the beautiful sisters we got in our nation, man? The beautiful sisters, you know what I'm saying? They excellent wives, excellent mothers. They can't, it's no woman. You know what I'm saying?
I see it.
Like, come on.
That's funny.
Niggas be offended. We like, bro, you not supposed to marry that white woman?
No, for real though.
Nigga be ready to fight. No, bro, go get you a sister. Go get you a Dominican. Go get you a Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to defect from the nation of Israel to be satisfied. They're the best mothers. They're the best wives, the best cookers, best cleaners. You know what I'm saying? They just right in every way. Don't do it. Take a wife of your own nation. Trust me. And those men of them other nations, leave our sisters alone, bro. Leave our sisters alone. Y'all got all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all want to do.
I got y'all.
And leave our sisters alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all get them, y'all take advantage of them. You heard what they be doing to them sisters in Dubai? All them sisters that be taking them trips to Dubai?
If y'all don't know, you want to say it?
I don't, but
I'm saying, yeah, they be taking trips over there getting doo-dooed on.
golden showers, dude. Like,
That's not a joke. Like, I'm for real. Like, when you hear of those influencers, like, yeah, I just took a trip to Dubai and they come back with like $50,000.
oh,
And you think like, oh yeah, I went on a business trip. No, they go over there to get defecated on, and they're paid for it, and then they come back, and that's like way more common than you think it is. It's crazy, and it's disgusting and humiliating. You're better than that. But
that's how they see us, though.
Yeah,
They see us as kitty litter or newspaper where you can defecate on. That's how much they value us.
Mm-hmm.
But you get you a brother, man, that brother is going to value you. If you are a right woman and you're a good wife, and vice versa, if you're a good husband. You know what I'm saying? If you follow the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Bible that teaches you how to be a good husband and wife, oh my gosh, your life is it. Being with, they say being with a stressful woman take years off your life. Now imagine what being with a good woman is like. I'm saying adding years onto your life. You ain't gonna hit that sit in the car for 15 minutes after you get off work, because once you get in the house,
you're like,
you're tripping. Shit, she ain't cooked, bro. I know that bad to me. 15 minutes until you can just muster up the courage to walk in there. Now, if you get you a righteous sister, you ain't gonna have to do that. If you get you a woman from your own nation, you ain't gonna have to do that. I'm not saying that marriage ain't gonna be perfect, but it's
worth it though.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
You know what I'm saying? It's more valued than you get her with an Edomite because she fetishizes you. black men. Edomite women fetishize black men. And majority of the time, they don't even really care about them. It's just the lust that they cannot fight, that they have to get with a black man. They have to get with a brother, and vice versa. A brother cannot like thinking, I eat chocolate. No, nigga, you tripping. Get you a sister, bro. Get you the chocolate. Like, come on now.
No, for real.
Salakia, stop getting with these heathen women.
No,
That's
absolutely. If I could, real quick, before we close up the class, you touched on something that needs to be talked about real quick. The fetishizing. Akim, just because a woman wants to have sex with you does not mean that she loves you. We brought out earlier how, like, so-called white man and woman, they do this. There's a disconnect. There's a disconnect with these animals and stuff. You got to understand, just because she's fetishizing you, and it's like, oh, now she wanna be with her, like these Asian women. What's that movie? I forgot what it was. It was like there was like a hair salon. She was like brother on my arm, on your arm, something like that. The reason why they do this stuff, I forgot that scene. It was like with Taraji P. Henson. I forgot what it was.
That's not Baby.
Was it
Baby?
No.
Barbershop?
Well, it was Barbershop.
I never seen Barbershop.
Yeah. My point is, like, it's still a lack of respect. You are something to be used and thrown away. She doesn't take you seriously.
Right.
You are the way, and this is by the white, they said this. They said you are an exotic pet. They don't view you as human. Remember, we were valued as 3/5 of a man at one point. You know what I'm saying?
That in Texas.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, but my point is, like, you got to understand, like, the psychology behind stuff. She's getting with you because it's taboo. That's all it is. It's exciting. It's a thrill. Like, ooh, I'm betraying daddy, and I'm doing, like, that's all that is. That's all that is, because they was doing that in slavery.
Right.
That's all it is. Like, them white women, they on that plantation with their husband. He run the plantation. She's sneaking off with the slaves.
12-year-old.
Yeah. They had, like, it's sad. It was a story I learned in high school. It was a white woman, again, during slavery. She had a concubine of young black boys, ages from, like, I think, like 9 to like 15 or something. 9. No one talks about that stuff. But again, it's like, there's something to be played with. That's usually what happens, right? And if you, like he was saying, like, we have so many different variety of sisters. I promise you, you're going to find something you like. I promise you. I promise you. If you decide you're going to look at all of our sisters from all 12 tribes and you said, give me a Korean who eats octopus, that's what I'm going to do. You hate yourself. You hate yourself. I'm sorry.
Right.
You need to be told this. You hate yourself because what type of woman you decide to be with is a reflection of you. That's facts. That's in the Bible. So if you get with a woman who is not even of your nation, what does that say about how you look at yourself? I got to call out Samson. Hey, look, Samson is strong. You know what I'm saying? He hated himself. I'm keeping it a buck with you. You fell in love with an African prostitute.
Man, Pops, you tripping. I want that doodle slinger right there.
Like, his dad, I couldn't imagine, like, his dad really looked at him like, you want that?
Delilah over there sitting there stinking. You can see the fumes coming.
He was just like, Dad, I want that.
Birdman hand rub. Tripping.
Son, you sure? You sure? Yes. He was burning.
Nigga was mad. He said, nigga, you asked me if I'm sure one more time.
like, Dad, I'm gonna fight you. Like, what? And then he died.
Like,
you see that? But all jokes aside, like, nah, like, don't. Again, you could always take a lot from the law, and that is obey the law. Obey the law now. You know, pretty sure you're still gonna pay your taxes. You're gonna pay that car note. You're still gonna go to your job. You know, you're gonna be there at 5:50. You don't got to clock in until 6:20, nigga.
You're there early.
Because you just, because you don't want to get fired. So have that same compassion for your people. And above all that, the Most High. That's all I got. See, they begged not to.
Yeah, they begged.
Yeah, they did. It was like, Samson,
son,
stop. You don't want a woman of your own nation, Dad. She begged.
He finna piss me off.
Question on that.
Go ahead.
Like, as in Samson, like, if he would have moved to another land, he would have became a Gentile. I'm talking about apps like Samson knew who he was,
Right.
but he was in love with the heathen woman. If he would have moved to another land, probably his kids after they would have been Gentiles. They would have forgotten and not even followed anything that they would have done.
Yeah, okay. And then that's how it starts. No, that's an excellent point. Correct. Because yes, if the account was a little different, let's say like Samson went somewhere else and he was still with that Philistine, that's what she was, African woman, right? And let's say they had kids. There's now by blood, yes, they are still Israelites because he's the father, right? But because of how his spirit is, he's already trying to dip into a culture that is not his. So yes, his children they're definitely going to be Gentiles for sure, because I doubt he would teach them the law, but he would also be considered a Gentile because he is moving as if he is a stranger. So yes, you're right. So yep, no, that's an excellent point. All right, so that being said, we'll close up the class. Me and the brother up here, Mijim, which means to rise or stand.
Lion for Allah, which means to Israel.
Israel, grow up thy loins and prepare to speak the Torah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Yah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Yah.
I'm gonna step down.
Means to rise and stand face the east. The throne of the prayers in Hebrew and English. Starting with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Sabbath, Kodash, Hayah, Socal, Yahweh, Malakutka, Tabaa, Watzaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayah, Latandanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawan, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawathinawa, Wala'a, Kabayaynawa, Manasaya one, Abal, Hawashina, Bayan, Rat, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapara, Laiwalamya, Aman.
Now in the English, our Father,
which
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
in earth
as
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our
our
daily
daily bread.
bread. Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our
as
debts.
we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom
thine is the kingdom
and the power
and the power
glory,
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Amen. The Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Hashem Yahushua,
Baba Kusha,
Baruch Shah,
Nathan Lanawa,
Nathan Lanah,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Arapa'at,
Rapa'at,
Call Makalat,
Call Makalat,
or Call Matawat,
Call Matawat,
Hakak,
Hakak,
that's a hard.
that's a hard.
How much is a riot?
How much is it right?
Hakak,
Hakak,
Hakwayim,
quiet,
Hamatyam,
Mat,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Arakawat,
Arakawat,
Hatama Aleph,
Allah,
like our son,
Hashem,
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Hashem Yahushua,
the water Amat,
the water of mud. Now in the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushai,
please
give us the
power
power
to heal
to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
power to cleanse the
the
leper,
power to cleanse the leper,
power to raise the
the
dead,
power to raise the dead,
power against unclean
the
spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out.
to cast them out
Name
in the name
Yahushua.
of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The blessing, so like bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Hashem Yahushua,
Barak Lanawa,
Baruch Lanah,
Wayashra'ala,
Yahshua,
Wahabayah,
Habayah,
Staparia,
Sapar,
Barak,
Barak,
Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Hashem Yahushua,
the water Amat.
water of man. What we just said was Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yahushua,
that's like in the name of Yahushua,
bless us,
bless us
and Israel,
and Israel
and the school,
and the school.
in the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua,
Thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Shah,
Ayunya,
Yinya,
All, Haryam, Ma'ayan,
Yun,
Yaba'ah, Azoria,
Toya,
Azaria,
Toya,
Ma'ayin,
Ayin,
Yahweh,
Howard,
Aisha,
Shah,
Samayam, Wa'arafza, Ayadan, Namawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, La'ah, so like Wala'ah, Ya Yashan, Shawamar, Yashra'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Yad, Yaminka, Yawamam, Shamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal, Rai, Shamar, Atapashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Tazaka, Abawaka, Mayata, I love one. I will love.
Psalms 121 in English. I will lift my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help
My help
comes from the Lord,
comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
will
Israel
not slumber nor
shall
sleep.
not slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by
The
day,
sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve
The
thee
Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
This time
from
forth
this time forth
and even.
and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
all Dami Alaka,
all the Milaka,
all Takarash,
all the Karash,
all Tashakwat,
all the Shakwat,
all
all
Kayahana,
Yarna,
Ayawabika,
Yabika,
Yahamad,
Maya,
Yawan,
the one,
Ra'ash, Al Aimaka,
Amaka,
Ya'ar Wayumwa,
Yar Yamwa,
Sawada,
Sabbath,
Wayata,
Waita,
Ya'itazawa,
Waitas,
Altaza Pawanyaka,
Altus, Punika,
Amarwa,
Awa,
Lakawa,
Wa,
Wanakakidam,
Kakir,
Magayawa,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
La,
Kazakar,
Kor,
Sam Yashra'ala,
Ala,
Iwada,
Da,
Kaya,
Ya,
Nama Itazawa,
Waitas, Wa,
Laba,
Da,
Yakadwa,
Karu,
Ayaka,
Alika,
it's like a Bar Ya,
Barya,
Yakarathwa,
Rafa,
Aha, it's like Ahahalya,
Ahoya,
Adawam,
Wa,
Wayashamai,
Washamai,
Allah, Yum,
Yum,
Bawaba,
Waba,
Bagar Yum,
Goya,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Waimo, it's like Waima 1,
Wama 1,
Waima Lak,
Wama
Palasha,
Sha,
Amishabia,
Sha,
Tazawar,
War,
Gamashawar, Nalawa,
Wa,
Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, the Bunya,
Manya,
the Wat,
Wa,
Salah,
Sa,
Aisha,
Sha,
Lahum, Kamaya,
Kamaya,
Kasaya,
Saya,
Sarah,
Sarah,
Kayabia,
Kayebi,
Banakar,
Kor,
Koyashwan,
Shwar,
Shanmawa,
Shamwa,
Bayan,
Yan,
Dara,
Ra,
Hayawa,
Wa,
the Mun,
Ma,
the Adama,
Ma,
Shaitamwa,
Shaitam,
the Da,
Da,
the Mawa,
Wa,
Kaira,
Ra,
because of Ba,
Kasba,
because of Ba,
Kasba,
because of Zalmanai,
Wa, Zalmanai,
call us Yakamwa,
Kor, Nasiak,
Ashtar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Marwa,
Ayarasha,
Sha,
Danawa,
Wa,
Af,
Ah,
Da'awa,
Wa,
Alahayim, Alahaya,
Hayya,
Shayatamwa,
Shaitam,
Kagagala,
Gogla,
Kakwas,
Wash,
Lapanya,
Panya,
Rawaka'a, Ka'ash,
Kaash,
Tabaira, Yaira, Wakala Aba,
Wakala,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Harayam,
Haryam,
Kun,
Kun,
Daradama,
Thordama,
Wasairika,
Sarika,
Wabasa,
Sa,
Wapaka,
Pathla,
Tabahalam,
Allah,
Mala'a, Yahum,
Yahum,
Kolawan,
Kolawan,
Wayabakwashu, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabaswu, Panyahum, Kolawan, Osalagi, Wayabahawa, like Ayai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadayawa, Kayada, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Aluan, Alcohol, Ha'arasa.
Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo,
thine
enemies,
make a tumult.
and they that hate
thee,
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
and
consulted
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
and let us cut
them off from being a nation.
At the name of Israel,
That the name of Israel
may no more remember.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
But they have consulted together
with one consent.
They
They are confederate against
are confederate against thee.
the tabernacles of
The
Edom,
tabernacles of Edom
and Ishmael,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and Hagarene,
and the Hagarenes,
Baal,
Gabal
and Ammon,
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
So also was joined with them.
Assur also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Do unto them
As to the Midianites,
as to the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished at the door.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zeeb,
like Zaib,
yea, all their princes,
all their princes,
as
as the Bach,
and as our
and as the Abuna,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ours,
so let's take to ourselves
house of
the
God,
house of God,
possession.
in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
like
make them like a well,
as some before the
as
wind,
a stubble before the wind,
as a fire burnt the wood,
as a fire burneth the wood,
as a flame set the mountains
as
on
the
fire.
flame set the mountains on fire.
So
Persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
make them afraid,
make them afraid
with thy storm,
with thy storm.
fill their faces with shame.
Fill their face with shame,
They may seek thy
that
name,
they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord,
Let them be confounded,
let them be confounded
in trouble,
and forever.
yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone,
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
most high,
art the Most High
Water,
over all earth. These are the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh,
Rock thy
Wa
Yahweh,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh,
Oma Yaka'ala,
Allah,
Wa Alahayim,
Walahayim,
Batazab Ya'ah,
Zab Yah,
Alawapiam Hana,
Yahana,
Ha'alawapiam,
Halawapiam,
Hasaranyam,
Hasabunyam,
Hakotazayonyam,
Hakwadzayoyim,
Hakahayoyam,
Hakayayoyim,
Waha'agwatyan,
Wahawavyim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem Yahushai,
Hashem
the
Yahushai,
water Amma.
now in the English. Blessed you, Yahweh,
Blessed to Yahweh,
and Yahushai,
and Yahushai,
and Michael,
and Michael,
and the angels,
and the angels,
command in general Yohana,
commanding General Yohana,
the general,
the generals,
captain,
the captain,
the officer,
the officers, the troopers,
and the sister,
and the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of
in
Yahushai.
the name of Yahushai.
Thank you,
So be it.
so be it. Stop it, please. Before we close the class, whether you want it to be anointed or if you don't have to if you don't want to. You good? Okay. All right, so before we end the class, men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teachers. So you're going to just copy what we do, okay? So we're going to go, this is Amijam. So then we're going to go Amijam Shabbat, right foot out, Amijam. Then we're going to go Barak. And now you're going to say to us, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat, thumb, because there's two of us, so plural. And it's right there in case you ever forget it. So you go ahead. So you go Yahweh. Yep.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah.
And now we'll say
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shabbat, the.
So we say the only brother here. So singular. So then Yajmatah, put your hand down, and then class dismiss.